So SCM faculty is different, is it?
For few parts,
Okay.
yeah, that you heard the videos, no?
Yeah, yeah.
That guy, yeah. So, okay. So today we will cover few queries of you which uh, which are related to the inventory model group, inventory storage dimension, inventory aging, and item group posting profile and batch jobs. So these are all concepts parts, and then there is some configuration part. Mostly for this inventory item group posting profile is a purely finance part, but the concept wise you should understand how it works. So we'll cover that one by one. Okay, let's start with the model group, LIFO, FIFO, or what is the concept behind that. So first of all, you have to understand these model group are inbuilt or designed in a system where we have to decide which model group to be used for your inventory costing. Okay, mostly it has to be done, means it is yearly. You have to decide this, or you can say once you decide that your inventory will be LIFO, so it will be always LIFO till you don't tell to statutory body that we are changing the model group, because it will change your costing entirely. So whenever you decided to maintain one model group, you have to keep that model group forever. Generally, okay, you can change it, but then there is some financial statutory procedure to change that model group. So that is one time activity. It will not change PO by PO or yearly once or something or quarterly. It will be remain same for the entire year at least. Okay, so all your costing will be done with that model group only. Is it clear, this concept first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so there is no relation between PO and model group. It is totally related to the item, how you want to cost that item. Okay,
Yeah.
now the confusion happens with the student or candidate, that when you say suppose LIFO, last in first out. So what this concept said, whichever item comes last, which will be go out. So it will be reverse, like last in and first out. So whatever the latest material, that will be issue for the supply. So how this happened and what will be the cost? So we need to have one example. We should take one example. So let's take one example of LIFO. For example, one item A. Okay, cost is 100 rupees and purchase it is maybe 1st January. Same item A, cost is 110. Yes, it is 2nd January, for example. Same item you purchase 3rd day, and that time the cost is maybe 90. Is the 3rd January. This is the transaction you done for one item. Okay. Now, if you say LIFO, last in first out, what you assume that key, suppose you are issuing on 4th, and item quantity is maybe you purchase how much quantity we are not given. So first cost is 100 and item 100 quantity. Here also let's take 100 quantity. Here we take 200 quantity, for example. Okay. Now we have 400 quantity with different rates. Now you are issuing this item to the production on 4th January and you want to issue quantity as a 100 first. Okay. So what will be the cost at the time of issue to production? That is the question here. So what we do simply costing. Okay, last out is this is the method LIFO. So what is the last out, last in is 90 at the rate 3rd January. So what you will assume that it will be cost as 90 rupees. Correct?
Okay.
This is your assumption. This is your understanding. Is it correct understanding? Or you don't
Last
know?
in, yeah. Okay.
When you say last in first out, so this is last in.
Yeah.
You are issuing that, so it should be first out. This is in transaction, this is out transaction.
Yeah.
Correct? Purchase is purchase, issue to production means sales actually. You are giving out from warehouse. But this is the conceptually this is clear or correct. But this will not happen when you actually do the transaction in the system. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
System will not do behave or will not take costing like this. Okay? Then what is the purpose of LIFO then if it is not working like this? So I tell you how system works. So now what will system do? System will create the weighted average. Weighted average. So weighted average. How to calculate weighted average? Total quantity is equal to 400. Okay. Total cost is our 200 of all this quantity. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Is 400 and the cost is 400. 100 plus 200. Here cost is 200. Cost is not 100. 300. Cost is 300. 100 plus 100, 200 and then 300. Correct? Cost is 300 of this 400 item. So what is the weighted average cost? Your 300 divided by 400. How much it costs?
300 by 400.
Yes, 300 is total cost divided by 400 is your,
0.75.
so it will be 0.75. So 0.75 is your per unit cost. Correct?
Mm.
When system will issue to production, that is called sale. Also called out material. From stores at 0.75 per unit. So when we issue at 100 quantity at 4 January, it will be 100 into 0.75 equal to 75.
Okay.
This is the weighted average cost. So system will use weighted average cost. This is the important part. Okay.
Hmm.
Now our method of model group is LIFO. So how it will apply now? So the another concept now here in the system will, so whole month you are doing the transactions. What system will do? System, you are purchasing the item, you are issuing the item, So, and then your production starts, the production will happen, then it will be finished goods will be generated and finished goods will be sold. When you sell the item, your final cost of material will be calculated. Correct? At
Yeah.
that time, system will take this cost, weighted average cost. But as you say, you are defined the method is LIFO. At the end of month or whenever you do the inventory costing, that is called inventory costing or inventory closing. So when you do the inventory closing, what is the steps involved into that? You have to reevaluate the costing. When you then do the revaluation, system will check all these issues, system will check all these purchases, and as per the LIFO method, system will recalculate the cost. So at that time, system will automatically check this, what is LIFO, what is the last date, which quantity available, like on 4th, what is the rate available? It was available 400 quantity at this rate. What was the last? So what will system will do? It will pick up the 90 quantity at the rate of 100 and 10 quantity at the rate of 100. 100 and this is sorry 200 quantity in this case only 90 rupees will be charged because we have 200 at the last. Your quantity is 200, so you are issuing only 100. System will take 90 rupees only. At the time of inventory revaluation or inventory closing. At the time of inventory costing, that is called, or closing instead of closing or revaluation. System will recalculate as per model group. Is clear now?
No, not this part.
Okay. What happened? First of all, there are two concepts. When system will issue this material to the production or sell this item, it will always take weighted average.
Right.
As per system, it will always take weighted average, irrespective of whatever your model group. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the first concept. In the ERP, any ERP, it will
An
never take
item has to be same, right? That's how you are determining.
item has to.
It has to be same.
Yes, for one item, we are calculating all these things.
Okay.
For each item, the cost will be different, the rate will be different, then their item quantity will be different. Correct? So you can say you have purchased three POs with three different vendors for the same item. You purchase this. Now your store stock is 400 cost quantity. Okay?
Yeah.
This is your store stock. Now you are issuing to production. So what will happen? It will. So this is the purchase is a plus item means you are purchasing, so your source is plus हो रहा है इसमें, and then as soon as you issue issue will be you are reducing the quantity. Every time whenever you purchase or sell, the cost will be go with that quantity. When you issue, system will automatically calculate the cost of 100 as per weighted average. How the weighted average calculates? It is based on this total number of quantity purchase. What is the total cost of this 400 item is 300. So when you calculate this, the total cost divided by total quantity is equal to your rate per unit. And you are issuing 100, so 0.75 into 100 is 75 rupees. System will issue this 100 quantity at the rate of 75. Is this correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we were saying issue to production on 4th January, item quantity 100,
Hmm.
uh, so were we not considering 90 in that case?
No, we will not consider 90. We are considering weighted average.
Okay.
So why 75 come up? Because your low cost atom is having more quantity. Your 90 rupees and 200 quantity. Here you are 100, 100, 110, 100. But when you say total quantity is 400 and your cost is 300 only.
Yeah.
Correct? So the rate is 75. The
No,
system will
this.
issue at the rate of 75, and when you do the inventory closing or revaluation, system will recalculate everything, and the same cost now it will be, instead of 75 it will be 90. Now we'll move ahead, and then what we
So,
will do,
no,
we
I
will,
mean the item quantity you've mentioned is 100. So where that, how we are considering that 100 over there? Next to issue to production on 4th January.
we can
This
take it,
100.
it's an assumption. you
Okay.
can you can say 150 for example.
Okay. Okay.
It is just a hypothetical example, like I took 100 purchases and 100 rate, 110 purchase cost and rate quantity is 100. So this is assumed quantity, that hypothetical example. Same, I am issuing 100 quantity. I can issue anything. Like if I issue 200 quantity, what will happen? What will be the rate?
202.75.
No, my cost. What will be the rate for while issuing this? If I am issuing 200, what will be the rate? This rate will, how much it will be? You understand what is the rate at, for 200 quantity while issuing?
Okay, for 200,
Hmm.
that will be 300 by 200.
No, no, no. See, while calculating weighted average cost, you have to consider how much is available. All these things.
Okay. Okay.
When you have 400 quantity available, your weighted average cost is 300 divided by 400 is equal to 0.75.
0.75.
Till, so how many, whatever you issue, till you issuing this all 400, the rate will be 75 only, 0.75.
Hmm.
So you issue 200 or you issue 300, whatever. Till 400, it will be rate 75 only.
Okay.
Understand? So even though you issue 200, system will take 200 into 0.75. So 150 INR.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you do the recalculation, what will happen at the rate of FIFO? So what system will do in case of 200? System will now first, now this 200 will be, what we will do, will take 220, which will more good example. Wow. Now what will happen? You done this so called 200 and 200 and what I will do, I will just copy paste here so that useful for you. So this is the example. Okay. Now what we'll do? You just copy this plot. Not an issue. Now this is the first lot is over. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now you issued 100 and now your second lot you are issuing. Store stock is now 300 only because 100 you are already issued. Okay. Issue to production I will make now more quantity like 210. Okay. You have 300 quantity. System will always be weighted average. The total cost quantity is 400. Already is there. That cost total cost 300. This is 75. It is remain same. When you issue to production 75, and here now at the time of weighted average it will be 210, 75. How much it is? 150 plus 10, so 7 to 150,
157.5.
150,
7.5.
150 plus 7, 157.5. Correct? This is the total cost. Okay.
Yeah.
Now at the time of inventory closing, what will happen for this 210 quantity? So what will happen now? How much remaining was to we had a um, first we will revaluation this 100 quantity. So first lot first lot of 100 issue was 100 quantity. Okay, that cost will be now 100 into 90. 90 into 100. So 90 is our not 90 means 90 rupees per 100 का 90 था तो 0.90 आएगा वो 100 into 0.90, right? You understand how 0.90 comes?
No.
Per unit is at that time what we done, our purchase is 200 into 90. So what is the per unit cost? Per unit cost is 200 divided by 90 कितना हो जाता है 2 रुपीज आया क्या 2.22. No, what we have done 90 your cost purchase date is 200 quantity. So 200 into 90, how much it is? Cost is 100, purchase date is 100 quantity, 110 purchase date 90. Okay. So what we need to do is this cost is not total cost what we consider in our example. We consider this 90 for 200, 100 for 100, 110 for 100 and 90 for 200. This is what our understanding while calculating this.
Uh-huh.
What means we are not considering this is a per unit cost. Okay. So
Uh,
if it is the total cost, if it is the total cost of this 200, then per unit cost for this item is very low. Okay. that
okay.
that that is little wrong example. Instead of here maybe 100 and you can put 100, so which will be related to now this double difference हो गया इसमें.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's happened with someone import someone local market item, so there is a difference of double, so consider this is a double difference. So now what will be the cost for per unit cost for these 200 items? What will be the cost for this 200 items? Simply 200 divided by 90, so it will be 2.22. So 100 into 2.22. So first lot of issue was 100 quantity, that cost will be 2.22. So is equal to how much it is? If it is 100, so
So this
222
is 0.22 or
or
2.22?
2.22. So actually some mistakes are done. We have 200 quantity, that is 90 divided by 200, 0.45. Okay, your per unit cost is 0.44. 100 into 0.45. How much it is? 45 per 100. Correct? So when you issue first lot of issue of 100 quantity, that will be revalued and that will be cost with the LIFO method. So what LIFO says, last in first out. So your last is 90 and 200 is quantity. So you are issuing 100. So it will be how half means 45. Okay, you understand this 45?
Just trying.
See,
Uh,
simple. You have
okay.
200 quantity.
Yeah.
You are issuing half. So what will
Okay.
be the first?
Okay,
45. Right?
both will go up. Okay.
Okay, so it's simple. You have 200 quantity. You purchase. You are selling this at the rate of 90 of for 200. So half will be 45.
Okay.
Okay. Now first this is related to the first lot. This is first lot.
Hmm.
Okay. Now what will happen to the second lot? Second lot of issue was कितना है वो? Second lot is 210. ठीक है?
210. Okay.
210 quantity. Now कितना अवेलेबल था? अवेलेबल out of 4 and out of how much we have? Quantity is 400. Out of 400, 100 gone. So we have remaining is 300. Available
300.
300. 300 अवेलेबल था. उसमें से क्या कॉस्टिंग है? 100 का रेट क्या है? एट 90 का रेट है. रिमेनिंग में
Right.
जो 100 बैलेंस है इसमें से 90 वाला है.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
दूसरा 110 का रेट है, तो दूसरा जो 110 है मतलब वन अनदर 100 इज एट 110 रेट. ठीक है,
The one above it?
ये कॉस्ट है इसका, ये कॉस्ट है.
Okay.
व्हाट रिमेन 10 इज रिमेन 10 एट द रेट ऑफ फर्स्ट लॉट. ये खत्म हो गया. नहीं, ये 110 है इसमें, नहीं 100 है. नहीं, ये 100 इधर है. और तो ये 10 एट द रेट ऑफ फर्स्ट वन इज 100 रुपीज. राइट, 100 at 100 cost. This is available, correct? As
Okay.
per LIFO, now how much you are issuing? 210. So what
Hmm.
will happen? 100 quantity 90 के रेट से जाएगा, another 100 110 के रेट से कैलकुलेट हो जाएगा, और another 10 100 के रेट से आएगा. So your actual cost for 210 will be now, so 110, so 100 at the rate 90. So here it will be 100 at the rate 90. 90 कॉस्ट है, तो 45.45 है. तो रेट पर यूनिट इज 0.45. हेंस कॉस्ट इज कॉस्ट फॉर 100 is equal to 45 for this 100. Okay,
Okay.
now रेट पर यूनिट कितना है? कैसे कैलकुलेट करोगे इसको? हाउ मच इट क्वांटिटी? 100 quantity cost 100. So what you will do?
100 by 110?
The rate is 110, right? 110 is rate. This is the cost
Yeah.
divided by quantity. How much it will is? 1.1. So your first per unit rate is 1.1. Okay, is
Mm-hmm.
cost for 100 unit.
We're doing cost divided by quantity, right?
Cost divided by quantity.
Okay.
Then you will get the per unit cost. No?
Yeah.
Hence, cost for 100 unit is equal to 100 into 1.1 is equal to 110. ठीक है, दिस इज द कॉस्ट जो 100 का ही है. करेक्ट, 110 कॉस्ट है इसका. ये खत्म हो जाएगा. आफ्टर दैट यू हैव 10 क्वांटिटी एट द रेट ऑफ 100. सो रेट पर यूनिट कितना है इसका? How much rate per unit? 100 divided by 10. So 1.
1.
1, 1.0. Hence 10 unit, 10 rupees. That is 10 into 1 is equal to 10. So total cost 45 plus 110 plus 10. कितना हो गया? 110, 120, 165. Correct? 165. 10, 20, 40, 60%. ठीक है? This is the cost. When you issue these 210 quantity, system will automatically take as per the LIFO method, and it will calculate and reevaluate this cost with the 165. Okay? So
Yeah.
you go through this, understand, and I will share this calculation to you. Okay?
Okay.
And then you go through, you will understand this. This is a very important concept for SCM consultant, that how system works for costing. Whenever we
Mm-hmm.
do the inventory costing, this and every interview you will ask this question: how system works, how system do the inventory valuation, what is weighted average cost, what is LIFO, what is FIFO, how it works. So you have to tell all these concepts, that by default system works on the weighted average cost, other than only standard costing. Whenever you apply the standard costing, this concept will not work. That is
Okay.
altogether different concept. So, but other than standard costing, there are few more like LIFO, FIFO, weighted average, dated weighted average, like that. But all these things is again, system will always issue with the weighted average. How weighted average calculation? I told you, total cost divided by total quantity. That will be per unit cost, and as per unit, whatever number of quantity you are selling or out or issuing, that will be calculated like this. So every time when you issue, it will calculate like this, and then it will issue to production. Now, when you do the inventory closing or inventory revaluation, at that time, it will take what is considered the which method you have given, and as per that method, system will assign this cost. So even though the transactions are posted, system will reevaluate and regenerate that costing. It will adjust the costing and repost the same entry. Everything will be reposted for that costing purpose, and then your actual cost will be calculated based on LIFO. Okay? If FIFO, it will be calculated based on FIFO. Okay?
Okay.
Is this clear now?
Mm-hmm.
This is a very important concept. Try to digest this. I have not taken complex example. I have taken very simple example. In complex example, you will always have purchase as well as sale, which is happening continuously.
Okay.
Now we took only one item with different dates, with different dates. So if you assume that at the same date there are some sale also, if you assume that same item you are issuing now, instead of 4th, you are also issuing on date of 1st January. You are issuing some on 2nd January. You are issuing on 3rd January. So how system will handle on 4th January? All this is little complex one. So first understand simple one. Once you digest this completely, then we will come with the little complex one. Okay?
Okay. So just one thing. So point 45 is rate per unit here, right? Which
Yeah.
I can see. Okay.
I will share this to you.
Okay.
So this is done. Now your second point is